Hello guys, and welcome again to another edition of Learning with Rich. So for today's topic, I'm going to teach you this time how to create a sprinkler model. Okay, so we are going to create a sprinkler view. Okay, so that is for our fire protection system. Alright, so we are done with our plumbing. So this time, let us start to create our fire protection model. So let's start by creating our sprinkler view. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new project. Okay, so I'm just going to select here the browse and then look for mechanical default template, and then I just select OK. And then I just need to select here, OK. Alright, and I want you to notice also that I'm now using Autodesk Revit 2017. So one thing that you will notice here is there is no more big R here. Okay, so they change it to a small r, and then if you're going to click this one, so you will be able to see there the application options. Okay, so because before we have a big R here, okay, so now it's all here, the application option, it's all in the file, so you can see it here. All right, anyway, you can check out the Autodesk website to see what are the new features in Autodesk Revit 2017. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm gonna link the architectural model that I'm going to use for my modeling. Okay, so I'm going to link that. So I select your insert. So this is what you do. This is the workflow if you want to create your fire protection model. So you need to ask the architect to give you the architectural model, and then you link it. So there's the option link Revit. Okay, and then I'm gonna open the exercise file, chapter backgrounds. Let me just link the architectural. I'm gonna make sure that auto origin to origin is selected. So most of the time we use this option, auto origin to origin, and then select open. So it will now be linked. Okay, and don't forget to like my videos and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And you can also visit and follow my blog. It's learningwithrich.wordpress.com. Alright? Okay. So I need to have some likes so that it will give me strength to create more videos. It will encourage me. Alright, now after you link the architectural model, so the next thing that you are going to do, it's standard. You need to select the link model, and then after that you pin it. You don't want to move your architectural model accidentally, right? So that's why you need to select the pin here to pin your model. And another thing, select the edit type. This is standard again. Make sure the room bounding is checked here so that when you create your space, it will properly place the space. All right, room bounding, and then just select OK. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do, you will notice here on my project browser that I do have the discipline mechanical and plumbing, but I do not have the fire protection. What I only have here, the default HVAC and plumbing. So let's say, for example, I want to change this view here. I'm going to use these views for my fire protection. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these two views here, the 1-mech and then the 2-mech, and then from the properties you can see here the subdiscipline. So currently the subdiscipline is HVAC, that's why it's under the HVAC. Okay, so you just need to click this, and then you can check the drop down arrow if you want to see if there is a fire protection. So there's no fire protection or sprinkler here, so that's why I'm going to just click this, and then you can now type your new subdiscipline. So I'm just going to type, let's say, sprinkler. Okay, so sprinkler, and then I hit apply. So you will now notice that my 1-mech and 2-mech is now under sprinkler. So I'm just going to rename this, of course. So I'll just rename that to sprinkler. Okay, so sprinkler. Okay, right click, rename. So sprinkler. So that is what I'm going to do also for the rest of my views here. So let me just change the subdiscipline to sprinkler. There you go. So you will notice no more HVAC here, but sprinkler. So, but it would be better if you change the name. Sprinkler. Okay, so this is how you set up your model. Sprinkler. And after you rename the views, so the next thing that you can do to set up your fire protection model is to set up the visibility graphic overrides. Okay, the shortcut for visibility graphic overrides is VV. Okay, Victor. Okay, so Victor. Alright, so by the way, let me add another level here. Let's say I want to have a roof. So I'm gonna open the south sprinkler elevation, and then from here I need to move this default 2 levels, because by default your mechanical template has 2 levels. Okay, that's why you have 2 plan views here. So we need to follow, of course, the architecture model. So that's why I'm gonna change this to 5486 also. There you go. And then like what I have said, I want to create the roof, this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and select the level here, right click, and then I'm gonna use create similar, and then I use the pick lines option. Pick lines option, and then I'm going to pick this one. There you go. And then I select here, modify. So I'm going to click the created level just to align with my level 1 and 2. And then I click and then select this one. I'll just change the name. I'll just call this roof. Enter. I just select yes. Now, you will notice that there is a question mark here. If I'm going to expand this, and then I expand, this is actually the roof. If I select the roof, you will notice that the subdiscipline here is empty, or it is not assigned to a subdiscipline. That's why you can see a question mark. Anyway, I do not need this one, so that's why I'm going to delete that. And let me see, same with my structural plans. So I just right click that and then delete. Floor plan, this is what I need. So let me just change the name first. Okay. No need. So I prefer to call it roof. So I just want to change the name of the view, but the level, no need. So that's why I just select no. So then if I want this roof sprinkler to be under the sprinkler subdiscipline, so I'll just select this, and then I'm gonna make sure that I'm going to change the subdiscipline. So you will notice that you cannot change the subdiscipline right now. Why? Because there is a view template added here. So I'm gonna select mechanical plan here, that one, and then I'm gonna select here none. So I do not want to add a view template, so I just select OK here. There you go. And then I'm now able to change the subdiscipline. I click this one and then I select sprinkler. There you go. So it's now under this one, right? Okay, then going back to my 1-sprinkler. So I'm going to modify also the visibility graphic overrides of my model. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open the visibility graphic overrides, or you can type VB, This is another step that you can do to set up your fire protection model. Okay, so let's say I do not want to see air terminals in my sprinkler view, as well as all the ducts. So I don't need this. Okay, same with electrical. Alright, what else? Okay, definitely I want to see the pipes. That's why I'm just going to check it. Alright, I think we're good. Oh, flex duct, I do not need that. And then after that, I select here OK. Now, if you want this... Excuse me, I'm having a cough for the past 3 days. So please bear with me. Now, going back, if you want the settings of your visibility graphic overrides to be applied also to my level 2 and then the roof sprinkler, instead of doing it manually, like opening the 2 sprinkler, and then after that you control it again. So instead of redoing again the whole process, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to create a view template using this view here, the view settings. Okay, so to do that, I right click this one, and then there is an option here, create view template from view. So what will happen is, you will be able to use the settings of this view to create a template. So I'm gonna select this one. Okay, so let's say this is my FP template or FP view. Okay. Alright, so there's my view template with the settings already set up. If I'm gonna check this one to double check, so you will notice that the air terminals are unchecked, all the ducts are unchecked, flex duct is unchecked. Okay, so okay, and then okay. So after I create the view template, I'm gonna apply the template properties on my sprinkler and roof sprinkler. So I'm gonna select both, and then I'm gonna right click, and then there is an option. Oh, I'm not going to use this one. I just want the properties to be applied. So I just select one view, right click, then apply template properties. Right, then I select the FP view, and then I select here OK. There you go. So if I'm going to check the visibility graphic overrides of my 2- sprinkler, VV, so you will notice it's applied, right? See? It's applied. So same with my roof sprinkler. So right click, apply template properties, select this one, and then select OK. So that's the beauty of using a view template. So you don't need to set up or you do not need to repeat the process on what you did on your first dash sprinkler. Okay, so you just create a template using the settings of this, and then you can apply it to your other view. Right. So another thing in setting up your fire protection, so I don't need this reference level here. But these reference levels are part of my architectural link model. So I'm going to open the visibility graphic overrides. And then I go to actually I can go to annotation categories, and then let me go to reference planes and lines. I don't need this, and then I just select OK. There you go. Right? Okay. So there you go. So our sprinkler view is now set up. So for my next exercise, I'm going to show you how to add sprinkler heads. Okay? So hopefully you learned something from this video on setting up your view. It's a basic thing that you need to understand in setting up your project. Alright, so thank you for watching, and once again, this is Rich. Have a nice day, guys.